I might head over.
You are the tip of the spear that shall
Finish to turn in.
Our soldiers are eager.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. It's not a popularity contest.
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
I'll give it a shot.
Good. We'll reopen. We'll see you later, champion.
I wasn't asking you.
Aloy, need to turn. Maybe you won some from hunting.
Well, I guess
Safe travels.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. If you're ever in need of a quick refuge, there's an ancient tunnel north of here that machines tend to avoid. I scouted it many times trying to find a way further in, but the way is blocked. Whatever the Ten had in there, they kept it locked away.
thanks for letting me know. Ancient
Keep your
tunnel,
eyes
huh?
open out there, soldier.
Might be a good idea to take a look around if I'm in...
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on If you can do your thing, we learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
a nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right. I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new...
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be...
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around.
So,
I thought his people were supposed to be blood.
you shouldn't believe everything you...
Yeah. Well,
I gotta go.
I'm here if you need anything.
Wow, this place...
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your with the focuses you gave us. We'll, you know, learn, and if you need us...
Got it. How's,
You know we really... Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already.
Of course. You guys reading something?
We just finished going through all the logs you collect and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I want the world must have seemed...
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire tribe.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to...
And we saw how they lied about creating a better... Guess they lied about what happened to their... But still, the tribe said...
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using...
Let's hope that's enough. I'm guessing...
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell. When I told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine. He said a warrior shouldn't be... For a second I thought I was talking. Never thought a Tanakh than a Nora war chief could...
How's...
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's... Just taking it all...
Think you can hold the fort while I'm...
If Aaron stops listening to the same, we'll be fine.
Varl looks happy about his training.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong?
I thought about it. The chorus already thinks me a thorn. If they knew, even if they understood. This. No.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list. She helped me decipher some of the... and showed me how to use the folk. It's not easy, but...
That's good to hear. I see you've...
Gaia did say that so we could regain control. Nurture them like the... It does strike me as odd that...
Did Gaia tell you?
She did. To think that there are places among the stars where life can... It is... and heartbreaking. That such life should be bent...
So, how does it warriors like...
By holding them when our fields bloomed aplenty. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary. In the end, even the Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our... In exchange, a veteran, to train... This custom was abandoned, but some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem to...
That's what happens when the Karja invaded the Utaru. They burned our fields. Those who were too weak to make the...
To be sacrificed in this...
I was helping the healers back then. The chorus was divided in how to face the... Others believed the dishes would keep us safe. And while they bickered...
It couldn't have been easy.
I come from a small village. My grandmother used to say, I moved to the dishes when I decided... When the Red Raids began, but the injured kept pouring into plain. One day... I rushed there with the healers to help us survive the smell of burning flesh.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to demand that we take I was denied.
You said you set up...
I did. News of my... Before I knew it. We knew we couldn't take on, but we also knew the lay of the land. We ambushed sabotaged their supply line.
Sounds like you were a force.
Enough that the Tenakth took... When the clans began to push the Karja back east, we chased the enemy all the...
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Then attacked from the... Before we knew it, the gates were open. What happened next was... When all the dust and blood settled, our enemies defeated. What was left of me... I went back. It didn't feel like I'd...
Is that when you became a great...
I thought... soothing. Then you came along. I could either sing at people's grave...
I'm glad you chose... You called yourself...
To all, I try to bring...
You've spoken...
A few words. You must have made quite the
So you've been...
Yes. Including their demise. I was... past, but...
You've been getting to know Aaron?
Of course. In this case, a very...
Right.
I shall return to our... Aloy. We've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the... vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with... Any thoughts?
I admit, farmers don't make
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe and fought all the way.
Interesting.
You?
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. As I grew older, I came to Tekote. I fought by his side and led my squad on a It was I, from the east side.
That must have gotten you some...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave? Why did you leave the Sky Clan?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I was too blind to fear of a rising young warrior challenge. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to...
Tekote knew I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse, so I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to...
I am not. Though it pained...
When we were at the Bulwark, the Wings of the Ten, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the... For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of... And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I am met the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well,
Indeed.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with...
Oh, Aloy. Your Karja friend came through. She went to that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Gaia, what's this room?
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. And while those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed, I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Well, that's something.
So this Hephaestus, he's like, Gaia's own personal black.
Yeah. A very angry.
That's like my Uncle Lawrence. Man didn't smile a day in his life and would box your ears if you met
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Aether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old-world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can. Gotta go after Eleuthia. Erend and Varl are waiting for me at the west exit. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat For Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud. Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreation area for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
That's too bad. There's data here. Another room. What for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.